Hey everybody, Sickness here again to talk to you about what I bought and what I watched today. And today, the wife and I, we both took off from work and we headed out to a flea market slash farmer's market called the Green Dragon. I know, a strange name for a flea market and farmer's market. It's actually outside of Reading, Pennsylvania, kind of towards Lancaster. Definitely in the farm Amish community area. It's a really nice place. Definitely if you want to go for the farmer's market aspect. As far as the flea market goes, there is a flea market outside. It's not huge. It's not the best flea market in the world. But for me, you know, the fact that I could go and find possibly some movies, I definitely usually tag along and hit up the flea market. Unfortunately, the flea market usually is hit or miss. Sometimes I'll come walking out of there with bags full of movies. Other times, like for instance, the last time I went, I didn't buy a single thing. This trip was, you know, it wasn't that great. I didn't buy anything major. There were two people selling DVDs. Both people had tables full of DVDs. The one guy, he only had a couple of titles I was interested in, but they were all scratched. And the other guy, he actually had all factory sealed movies. And there were actually some older titles, some titles that I don't see in stores anymore. The only place I see them now is online. So it would have been really nice had he had anything I didn't already own. So even though he had some greater older titles that are harder to get now, I already had those titles. So I ended up not picking up a single DVD, but I did get a few VHS tapes. And again, nothing all that great, nothing all that spectacular, you know, as far as titles go. But I did get some interesting titles, so let's take a look at what I got. The first title I picked up was National Geographic, Untold Stories of World War II, 3 Secrets That Changed the War. I like documentaries, especially National Geographic documentaries. I think they're great. They're extremely well done. I've said this all before. I'm also a big fan of World War II documentaries. I'm just really interested in learning about that. And pretty much any World War II, World War I, I really enjoy those documentaries, so definitely had to pick it up. Then I grabbed some more National Geographic with Submarine I-52 Search for World War II Gold. This guy had a ton of World War II VHS tapes, so I picked up the two that I was really interested in, both these National Geographic documentaries, and as I said, love National Geographic, love World War II documentaries, so should be a good watch. And then I grabbed some music VHS tapes, and the first one I got was Bananarama, That's Not All. Actually, it's called That's Not All. Hanging around his neck was a big black ball, which is a really long and weird title for a VHS tape. This comes with a couple videos, such as Shy Boy, Hotline to Heaven, State I'm In, Cruel Summer, just a bunch of their classic videos. As far as Bananarama goes, I think they're okay. I am a fan of 80s music. I just love cheeseball 80s music, so had to pick it up. Looking forward to checking it out. Next I picked up some more Bananarama here with video singles. This one here comes with the videos for Venus, More Than Physical, Do Not Disturb, and Trick of the Night. So again, love Bananarama, love cheeseball 80s music, so this was a must-buy. The next tape I picked up was simply titled Madonna. This comes with some more music videos such as Burning Up, Borderline, Lucky Star, and Like a Virgin. Love Madonna. Again, cheeseball 80s music. This was a must-buy as well. And the last VHS tape I picked up was Debbie Gibson, Out of the Blue. I was pretty excited to get this one because this actually comes with a video for Shake Your Love. The last Debbie Gibson VHS tape I picked up, it did not have that video on it. I was kind of bummed out by that, so I was pretty excited to get this. It's Debbie Gibson, cheeseball as hell, but I love the song Shake Your Love, so I had to get this one. So that's it for what I bought today, so now it's what I watched. And today I watched The Good, the Bad, the Weird. I loved the film. I thought it was great, a fantastic Asian Western, so I guess an Eastern Western, or however you want to put that. Great action. It's definitely a more modern Western, just with all the great action, but it takes place when you'd expect a Western to take place. It's just extremely well done and a hell of a lot of fun. One of the things I really liked about this also is, this is for you people out there who don't like subtitles. This movie is in Korean. It is only subtitled. There's no dubbing on this. So for those of you who have an issue with that, I know there are some people out there who just can't watch a movie that's not dubbed. This one you might want to check out because I'd say only about 25% of this movie is dialogue. The other 75%, all action scenes. They're just huge, like 15, 20-minute gaps of just straight up great action scenes with either none or very little dialogue in it. And it's so much fun to watch. we're not talking like ridiculous Jackie Chan or, you know, something like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. No, nothing like that. Nothing over the top, nothing ridiculous, nobody like flying around and jumping on, you know, crazy stuff. Nothing like that. It's pretty, for the most part, I'd say believable, you know, action scenes. I mean, yeah, some of the stuff's a little ridiculous. Some of the stuff obviously not going to happen. For instance, our one character, our main kind of cowboy character, you know, the one scene where he's hanging on the rope and, you know, shoots a rope and something drops and he flies up and he's swinging around shooting people. You know, okay, fine, that's a little much, but it is a lot of fun. It seems like something somebody could do, you know, it's not, never in a million years would that ever happen, and you'd have to have everything perfectly set up for, you know, all those ropes to work the way they do, but, you know, at least seems somewhat believable. So just great action scenes, great story. It's a story about a map, basically. There's a treasure map, and there's a whole bunch of people looking for it. Everybody from just some thugs to this one cowboy guy to even people, or even the Japanese army. They're after it too. So everybody's after this map, and one guy has it, and they're all basically after him. It's just him kind of escaping being killed for this map basically the entire time, and it's great. It has, like I said, it has great action in it, but it's also a really good story, and it even has some decent comedy in it as well. Not that this is a comedy by any means at all, but it got some little moments in here and there that give you a little chuckle and break up the, you know, the seriousness of the movie. So a great film that I would definitely 100% recommend. Now, my only downfall with this film is apparently there was some animal cruelty in it, and I questioned that because when I was watching the movie, I saw some moments where some of the horses looked like they were being tripped pretty badly. Even one scene I thought I saw a horse get hit by a car, and that bothered me. So as soon as I saw that, paused the movie, and I went online and Googled it, and apparently there was some issues with animal cruelty in this movie. Apparently in Asia, there aren't really animal cruelty laws as opposed to in, I believe from what I read, pretty much every other country they have rules and laws against what you can and can't do with animals in a movie, but apparently not in Asian countries. So that was a little much. Not that there was anything like super bad. I didn't see anything that made me like really go like oh my god, I can't believe they just did that to that horse, something like that. It wasn't anything really bad. But definitely, like, for instance, when they were tripping horses, I mean, you see that in the movie all the time. You trip wires, you trip horses. Some of the horses were falling pretty hard and pretty bad. Like I said, that one scene I thought a horse got hit by a car, there was a bunch of horses running, and one trips, and I guess they had a camera mounted on the car, and it looked like the car hit the horse. It looked like the camera hit the horse. Now, I'm not sure. It was really quick. Maybe I just saw it wrong, but that could have happened. That's actually the scene that made me pause it and say, okay, I have to look this up to see what's the deal with this. Was this CGI or was there horses actually being, you know, hurt? And apparently there were some issues with that. I think I don't know what cut this is actually, but I know, and they were saying in the UK there was about like I think 3 or 5 minutes something like that of the movie cut for animal cruelty reasons, which definitely is a shame. So that's the only downfall I'd say with the movie, is the fact that apparently there was some animal cruelty issues with the movie, and that's not cool. Especially from, I mean, it's kind of weird that I just went from watching War Horse yesterday to watching a movie where horses apparently were hurt in the process of making the film. And so, yeah, for that I kind of have an issue with the movie. You know, I'm not a vegan or anything by that. I certainly eat animals, but I don't want to see animals hurt. So yeah, I do have some issues with the movie for that. I thought the movie was great. I thought it was really well done. I loved the film, but I do have issues with the animal cruelty. I just think that that's not okay at all, and I am kind of upset at the movie for that. But if you can get past that, if you look past the animal cruelty issues, which is really hard to do, especially for me, but if you look past it, you still can see that this is a great, extremely well done film that, again, I would recommend. If you're into, I'd say modern westerns, because it is a modern western. It's not, by all means, it's not like your typical, you know, John Wayne western, something like that. It's definitely a modern day Eastern western. If you love that, if you love great action, you just want to see a fantastic film, definitely check this one out. So that's it for my bought when I watched day. Unfortunately, not the best day ever at the Green Dragon. Only getting a couple VHS tapes, and as you see, some weird titles there. Lots of 80s VHS tapes, 80s music VHS tapes, and 2 National Geographic tapes, which, you know, it's great and all. Again, I love National Geographic, and I love cheeseball 80s music, but, I mean, all things considered, those aren't the greatest VHS tapes I've ever picked up. So, unfortunately, the trip was a bit of a bust, but you know what? That's how it goes. Like I said, the Green Dragon is hit or miss. Sometimes you find a lot of really good titles for really cheap, and sometimes you really don't find anything at all. So, what are you gonna do? And also watching The Good, the Bad, the Weird, thought it was a great movie. Extremely well done. A lot of great action. Just a fantastic story. I would definitely recommend it. Yes, animal cruelty issues that I'm having a hard time looking past, but besides that, a fantastic movie that is definitely one you should see. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to see what I bought when I watch tomorrow. See ya.